Hey guys, welcome back to the fourth and final video of the switch install. I'm not going to be doing a step-by-step of putting it back together, but I am going to be doing a time-lapse instead. If you guys do forget where things go back, I suggest just going back to the other videos that I've posted already. But anyways, in this video we're going to be obviously putting it back together, testing the wires, making sure they work, finding out which switch powers which wire, and just buttoning things up. So with that, here's the time lapse. Obviously, now that we got our dash together, we're gonna go back to the engine bay and connect this wire, which was our battery power, to the 60 amp fuse right here. So I went ahead and did that. Just gotta tighten that 10 mil bolt. Make sure they're snug, not too tight, but enough to just keep them from not moving. So that's all hooked up. My amp's hooked up, battery hooked up. Make sure that's tight as well after, if you removed it. And that's also a 10 mil. So that's all good. That's all good there. So now we grab our cover, battery cover from earlier. And it's nice because they already have those built-in spots cut out. So all you gotta do is put it on and clip it on. That's it. So with that hookup, we should have all the power we need for those switches. So let's go back inside and test the switches out. So to test them out, I'm just going to be using a test light as a load. It could be an LED light bar that you guys hook up, or whatever extra you guys want lit up. But for right now, I'm just going to be using a test light to verify that they are working. So I'm just going to go ahead and find a ground. And now that I got ground, I should have power at one of these. So that's aux 1 is the blue wire. Aux 2 is the gray wire. Aux 3 is that brown wire. and 4. It's this yellow wire here. And then that 5th switch is gonna be on that connector that I showed you guys earlier in the video. So if you wanted to use that, you can just go ahead and cut it from the connector and wire it the way you would with these. But for right now, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is until I use up the 4 switches. So while I was doing the testing, my truck was shut off, meaning there's constant power to the switches. But you guys can change that to only ignition power, so that they only turn on with the ignition. But let me show you guys what to do. So go to the fuse panel. In that fuse panel, there's a diagram on here. So fuse 161, 160, 165, and 164. Those are your battery and ignition power. So if you look at the diagram here, let's focus. So 160 and 161 is the Upfitter switch for 1 and 2. So if you go with the 161, which it is hooked up currently right now, which is right there, and then the other ones from 3 to 4, 164 and 165 is right here as well. So they are both hooked up to battery right now. So to switch them over, you just pull one of the fuses, or both, depending on what you want your switch for, and then just slide it over to the other side of that, because this was like the other one, but now I swapped it over. You do the same thing on the other side, and then now your switch won't turn on, and they'll only turn on when you have your ignition on. That's the only time they'll be on. So with that, they light up as well. So they light up with the dash lights, and then pretty sure they'll dim as well, depending on how bright you go with your dash. But yeah, they turn on, they light up, and with that, the install is done. Hey guys, so it's actually been a couple weeks since the switch install, but I'm going to be talking about why I made the videos on the install is because my truck is on the newer side, a 2019 Silverado. There's not a lot of info or videos out there yet on the install, or even just a dash teardown. So that's why I decided on doing it. There's forums out there that have write-ups and photos, which are hard to follow sometimes. With that, there was a lot of research behind this before even attempting on doing it. But anyways, we got it done. Hopefully that it helps you guys, not even with just installing the Upfitter switch, but even just tearing down the dash. It would be good information for you guys to have. So with that, I'll show you guys what they look. They look really good. They look super clean. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the videos of the install. But anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed watching it, like, comment, and if you guys could subscribe, that would be great. I'd really love the support from you guys and just help making this channel grow. So please hit that subscribe button.